Hey guys, welcome back to another video tutorial. In this video I'm gonna teach you how you can create a sidebar, responsive sidebar using HTML, CSS and also JavaScript. So here is a project. So very simple hover effects, and you are able to search anything else. And this is a moving on small screen sizes, right? So let's get started to create a project. So I go to my code editor, and inside my code editor I have a box icons and style sheet. I have a JavaScript file. Inside the style.css have a Ubuntu fonts, and I have a few variables and different colors on each variables. We will use them inside our project, right? So let's start to write the code. So I create a sidebar div. Inside there I'm gonna create a logo details. Inside there I'm gonna add the icon. So I use class bx code, and also I'm gonna add another class like icon. We will use that one later. This time I just assign the class name icon. Then I will write the div, logo name, write the text, OnlineIT, just a minute, HTML. I'll use the menus class, and also I will assign the ID will be btn. We will use that on later. This time I just assign that. I'm going to use small screen size. Then we will able to see everything in the same page right now, as you can see. So perfect. So after the closing logo tag, we will use the UL and li tags. So I will use UL, I will use dot UL, and inside there I'm going to add the nav list class. Nav list, use anchor link, dummy text, use class bx, and this will be dashboard. So I'm gonna use bx grid ILT, and then I'm gonna use span tag, assign the class link name, and this will be dashboard. So let's see, right? So we'll use the, but I will use li tag also on there, right? So we'll use this section to create a many links, and also we will add the icons. So I'm gonna add that the icons. So just use second, third, 4, 5, 6. I will use 6. work on the CSS. And the first thing is I'm going to use the reset property, padding 0 and margin will be 0. Box sizing, I'm going to use border box. Then I'm going to select the body and assign the main height of 100 VH. Then I'm going to select my link tag, sidebar that we have made on earlier, like this one. And inside there I have everything, so we need to manage this one class. So I'm going to use main height will be 100 VH, and I'm going to use width will be 250 pixel, and I'm going to use padding all sides 6 pixel, left and right, top and bottom 6, left and right 14 pixel. Background, I'm going to use background wire will be default color. So let's see, right? And also I'm going to use transition because I will use the transition to move the content, and this will be, and also I'm going to add the ZIndex. You can write any name as you want, any number as you want. I'm going to use 99, and I'm going to use position fixed, top 0, left 0, right? So let's see, perfect. Then I'm going to select the logo tag. First I'm going to save that logo tag like this one, so select it. And then I'm going to add that height will be 60 pixel, display flags, and align atom center, and position I'm going to use relative cell, right? Logo details dot sidebar. Why? Just a minute. I'm going to check that why it doesn't. Logo details. Okay, just a minute. I'm going to check that. Okay, I think everything is clear, but we will work on the sidebar dot logo details, and then I'm going to select the logo name that we are made on earlier, like this one. So inside that I'm going to use color will be white, or white. Then it should be displayed, yes. And then I'm going to use font size will be 22 pixel, perfect. And then I'm going to use transition all 0.5 SSA, so perfect. And then we're going to check that like button tag, right? So this is our button tag. So I'm going to select all of the content like this one and select the ID BTN. So in the BTN I'm going to use position absolute, and then I'm going to use top 50%, left right 0, and then I'm going to use transform translate X, not XY, means left and right negative 50%. Font size I'm going to use 23 pixel, and text align I'm going to use white. Cursor will be pointer. Transition all 0.5 SSA. So let's see, right? Perfect, as you can see. Then I'm going to select the I tags. I tag means icons, right? So I select the sidebar I tag. So inside the I tag have everything, like this is I tag, this is I tag, right? But why I see closing button on there? Just a minute, I'm going to check that. Okay, I need to close that on there, right? Perfect. So this is my mistake. Don't worry, we will manage it using CSS. So let's work on the I tag. Color will be white, so right, and then I'm going to use the height will be 60 pixel. Line height I'm going to use will be 60 pixel. Min width will be 50 pixel. Font size I'm going to use will be 25 pixel. Text align will be center. So right, perfect. Then I'm gonna select the I will select sidebar. Then I'm gonna select nav list, and then inside that I'm gonna use margin. Top will be 20 pixel to make a space. Height I'm gonna use 100%. So right, perfect. Then I'm gonna select the analytic, just another sidebar. Inside the sidebar have analytic. So the first thing is I want to remove the bullets, so use list style none, and I'm going to use margin top and bottom 8 pixel, left and right 0, and then I also use position relative. Perfect. So I think everything is clear on there, and then we're gonna work on the sidebar li anchor link. So those are anchor links. So the first thing is I'm going to use display flex. Height will be 100%, width will be 100%. Text align, not align items, will be center. Text decoration I'm going to use none, and background I'm going to use will be color default. Position relative, transition all 0.5 SSA, and also I need to use ZIndex 2012. So everything in the center of the icons. So the icons and text have been appeared in the same line, right? So let's I think just a minute, I'm gonna check that. Text decoration, and so we will use the hover effect on there. So let's use the hover effect. Sidebar li anchor link hover colon after, and the content will be null, and then I'm going to use position will be absolute with 100%, height 100%, transform scale X means left and right 0, and then I'm going to use background will be white, and also I'm going to use border radius will be 5 pixel. Transition I'm going to use will be transform 0.3s SN out, transform origin will be left, and use ZIndex -1. So let's see. Okay, we need to work on also hover. This is not hover, this is after. Then I'm going to use sidebar li anchor colon hover colon after. Then I'm going to use transform scale X 1, and I'm going to use background will be var, and the color will be white. So let's see. Perfect. Okay, everything is clear on there right now. Then we're gonna work on the links. So links name like this one, so select it and select the sidebar li anchor link dot link name. So color you need to use color white, and then font size I'm going to use 15 pixel. Font weight I'm going to use 400. White space you need to use no rep, and then you need to use pointer events auto. Transition you need to use all 0.4 as SA. So perfect. Okay guys, I think we need to check the font size. I need to use font family. On their font family will be Ubuntu sans serif. So right, perfect. So link name, and then we need to work on the sidebar, ally anchor, hover effect. Then select the link underscore name comma. We need to select the sidebar, ally anchor link, hover effect, I-tag means link and also our icon. So the first thing you need to use transition all 0.5 as SA, and then you need to use color will be var default color. So let's see, right, as you can see, perfect. So let's work on the sidebar, ally I-tag, and then I'm going to use height will be 35 pixel. So I think 45 pixel, 85 pixel. Okay, it's too large. Just a minute, I'm going to check that. Okay, I'm going to use 45 pixels, and also line height I'm going to use 45, right? But I think I will use 55. 55 is best to make a space every page. And then I'm going to select the font size will be 100, not 100, I just use 18 pixel, and border radius I'm going to use will be 5 pixel. So perfect. Right, so finally we need to set up our logout section. So select the sidebar, li.profile. So let me show you this one class. So li have a profile class, so inside there you need to use position will be fixed, and then you need to use height will be 60 pixel, width will be 250 pixel, left will be 0, and bottom I'm going to use -8 pixel, padding 10 pixel and 14 pixel. Overflow you need to use hidden, and then you need to use transition all 0.5 as SA. Perfect. Okay, just a minute, I'm going to show you right now. As you can see, right, so but we will manage it. Okay, just a minute. So li profile 60 250, right? So select the sidebar dot profile details. This is also have a class name like this one. So you need to use display flags, and align item will be center, flags rep, no rep. So right, as you can see. Then we need to manage the links, I mean image, sidebar li.img. We will add the image. So height will be 45 pixel and width will be 45 pixel, and also we need to use object fit will be cover, and then border radius will be 45, not 45, 50%, and margin wide will be 10 pixel. So right, as you can see, but we need to add the image, so let's add the image right now. Right, as you can see, we have an image. Right, then I'm gonna select the sidebar li.profile and also .name, comma, and I'm gonna select the sidebar li.profile designation. Font size I'm gonna use 15 pixel. Font weight I'm gonna use 400, and color will be white. Color white. Color white. And then I'm gonna use white space. No red. Save. Right. So let's use this one area, and inside that I'm going to use font size will be 12 pixel. Right, John Doe admin white. Just a minute. John Doe, this is admin. So I think, just a minute. Okay, let's check it now inside there. So I'm gonna get that and create a profile, content, paste on there. Right, perfect. So I think everything is clear on there. So let's work on the logout button that we have made on earlier, like this one. So let's work on that. Sidebar.profile hash logout, and the logout I'm going to use position will be absolute, and then top will be 50%, right will be 0, and translate y negative 50%, and then I'm going to use background will be 1, color second, width will be 50%, height will be 60%, line height I'm gonna use 60 pixel, border radius will be 5 pixel, radius cursor pointer, and transition all 5s. Right now our logout button, but I think we need to check the 50 width is not 50. Top 50 width 50 pixel. Top 50, right 0, translate y 50%, color wide, width 50 pixel, height 60 pixel, line high. Okay, perfect. So it's everything is clear on there right now, guys. So those are our main menus, right? But the important thing is when we will able to see in the small screen size, so I want to move that to display that on just the icon. When user will click on that, then who will able to see the icons and also links. And one more thing, I'm gonna add that the search bar. So I use the, just a minute, I use same thing. So this is bx, this will be search, and remove this one and use the type text, and then we need to add placeholder will be search. So right, so we need to manage it. First we need to manage that. So I think we need to anchor link ally, and this will be search. Right now we need to check it now. Where is okay, I go to search bar. So after this one, so I got the sidebar input, and font size I'm gonna use 15 pixel. Color will be white, and then I'm gonna use font weight will be 400. Outline will be none, and height will be 35 pixel. Width will be 100%. Border will be, border radius will be 5 pixel, and background I'm gonna use second color, and then I'm gonna use padding 20 pixel, 0 pixel, 20 pixel, 0 pixel, 0 pixel, and 50 pixel. So let's see, right? But I think we need to font size, font weight, color white, background, second border radius, border. Okay, we need to use border none, right? And I think right, so let's work on the sidebar input colon placeholder. So this color will be white, right? So it will appear automatically. Just a minute, it's take a time, sometime. So I'm gonna select the sidebar input placeholder and color white. Right now, as you can see, so we need to select the sidebar and bx search icon like this one. So we need to manage that. So I'm gonna use position will be absolute, and then top will be 50%, left will be 0, and translate x will be 50%, and then negative 50%. Font size I'm going to use 22 pixel. Background I'm going to use what will be second color, and then I'm going to use color will be white. Border radius I'm going to use 5 pixels. So let's see. Just a minute, it's take a time. Okay, just a minute, I'm gonna check that. Top 50%. Okay, just a minute, I use translate y, right? And position absolute, top 50%, left 0, translate y, negative 50%. 2 pixel, everything is clear on there. I think we need to see, just a minute right now, but we need to, guys, I have changed the size on earlier, like I'm gonna show you when I take 55, so we need to use same height and line height inside there, then we will able to see everything is clear. But I will change the size on there like 45 pixel on the I tag, sidebar I tag, then you will able to see everything is perfectly on there. But we need to use the same height and width inside the box, input box like there. So we need to use 45. So you will able to see everything is clear on there right now, as you can see, right? So this is a very simple way to manage the sidebar. The important thing is when we will able to use the icon like menus, then I want to collapse the menus and I want to hide all of the content without our icons. When user will click on that, then I want to display everything on there, and also we will display the content in the right side. So let's work on that to create a, so there I'm going to use the section start. So inside there I'm going to use section, and this will be help us to display the content in the right side, right? Means inside our body of the page. Right there, write the class text and use dashboard. Right there. Send the class home section. So let's manage our CSS one by one in small screen size. So I go to, just a minute guys, so select the sidebar. The first thing you need to change the width. So I'm going to use 78 pixel, right, of the width, and we will manage it on there. And also we will use JS. When we will use JS, then I will create a class sidebar.open. When I will use JS, then we will assign the class after the sidebar. The class name will be .open, or you can use any name as you want. This will help us on our JavaScript. So we just assign that, then we will use that on later. So inside there I just use width 255 pixel, right? You can't see changes using that because we will use that on later. So I think this small logo 60 pixel and logo details, and so I also use the sidebar.logo details.icon. So we need to remove the icon, so I'm going to use opacity will be 0, and also I will use transition all 0.5 as a, right? So next one I'm going to add the sidebar name and also icon. So I select that, comma like this one. So we will use that on JavaScript. So I will also use command.js. So sidebar.open, I will use that on later, sidebar.open, but I just need to assign the opacity will be 1, and then I also use opacity on there will be 0. So right, so we just able to see the our what menus icon, right? So this is our button tag. So in the button tag I just use sidebar.open.logo details HBTN. We just use text align right. Text align will be right. So I think everything is clear on there, and to manage the input field, right? So this will help us to decrease the size of the sidebar.open input, and there I'm going to use width 100%, and we just get the padding from there and paste on there, and then I will use the width on there 35 pixel. So sir, right, perfect. So I think everything is perfect on there. So this is a JS, and what is the next thing we need to do? Okay, we need to go on link names. So opacity 0, remove the links, right? We're just able to see the only icons, but I call .sidebar.open li anchor link dot link name, and then I'm going to use opacity will be 1, and pointer events I'm going to use auto, right? So I think everything is clear on there. I take profile 60, and this will be 78 pixel. I'm gonna use that, right? And then I will use that sidebar.open li.profile, width will be 250 pixels, right? So let's move on the next one section. So I think logout like this one. So use JS sidebar.open.profile hash logout, and width will be 50 pixel, background will be none. So but inside there I will use the width will be 100%, right? So let's work on the home section. So in the home section we are able to see where is my content, but we will use the content on later. This time I just save that, and we have used the dashboard like this one. So call the home section and use position will be right here, background will be var body color body, right? And we need to use min height 100 vh, top will be 0, and left will be 78 pixel, width will be 250 pixel, and I'm going to use width will be calculate 100% negative by 78 pixel. Transition I'm going to use all 0.5 SA, right? Then I'm going to select the home section dot text display block, not block, inline block, and then I'm going to use font size will be 25 pixel, font weight will be 500, margin I'm going to use will be 18 pixel. I think everything is clear. Let's manage the sidebar.open. This is a JavaScript based project. I just use JS on there and use the sign like this one, .home underscore section, left will be 25 pixel, 250 pixel, and width will be calculate 100% negative by 250 pixel. So okay guys, I have tried to manage that, but the mistake is like this one, so I just remove that and everything is clear on there, as you can see. So the final one is when I click on that, then I want to display the over new bar and everything, and I want to move the text in the right side. When I will click on that, then I want to display the same thing. So let's work on the JavaScript. So we've done the everything in the HTML and CSS. So I call the const and create a variable sidebar called document.querySelector, and you need to select the sidebar class, right? So once you get the sidebar value and assign the value inside the variable, then you need to create another variable like a close btn, write any name, document.querySelector. I just get that second time. This will be close btn, and inside there you need to use the button name, button id name that we have made on earlier, like this one. So you need to get that and paste on there, but you need to assign the hash sign on there. And last thing you need to do, you need to use the search bar. When user will click on the search bar, then who will able to see the menus. So let's find out the search like this one. So you need to select the bx search class, so use that, right? Once you there, then you need to write the event on close btn, add event listener, and call which event you will use. I will use click event, then I'm gonna use function. So inside there I just call the sidebar dot class list dot toggle. So we need to use the open class that we have made on earlier on each section, like there, as you can see, sidebar dot open. So we need to use sidebar, select the sidebar class and assign the class open, right? So sub, and then you need to get the same thing, and inside there you need to use the search button. That's it. So I think everything is clear on there. So sub, let's check it now, it's working or not. So click on that, everything is up here on there, right? And when I click on that, everything is moving on down, right? So this is a long video, but it is very important to manage your content. So I hope you are understood as well how you can create a sidebar menus using HTML, CSS and also JavaScript. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.